So thank you and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. So beginning off with October streams, we're going to go with the wonderful TTRPG Dread. Dread is a horror system brought to us by the company that makes it. It's been so long. Impossible Dream. I picked it up at Anime Central in 2009 for a grand $20. Unlike other TTRPGs, in this case, we'll be using D20 to simulate the pulling of dice from a Jenga tower. But in person, you just pull blocks from a Jenga tower whenever you take an action. Should the tower be knocked over in any form or fashion, the person who knocked it over or the last person to touch the tower, their character dies or is otherwise removed from the game. If it's an inappropriate time for their character to be removed or die, just some random thing going on, they are instead unable to touch the tower any further, and so their character just doesn't sort of succeed at anything at that point going on. Is how they choose to handle that. Rolls at the same time. And so, with everything filled out, we have joining us tonight. We'll just go from top to bottom in Discord. So we have... Just want to introduce yourself, your character, and then just mention any projects you'd like to share.
Am I first?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Gilbert S. I am with the Unnamed Game Company. We are releasing our first game coming out this month, This Night and Then, a game, indie game that's focused on story and goodbyes and stuff. I'm happy to be here tonight and to play Dread with all of you.
Hello, everybody. My name is James Coyle. I am a Navy veteran of 8 years, and I have experience in community theater and have had a love for horror and D&D for a long time, and I'm just happy to be a guest. Pleasure to be here.
So... rearranging my screens here. It's all getting a little weird. So, Tower of Dread is set in a post-apocalyptic world. The apocalypse was a financial collapse. You are one of the lucky few who still has a job in society. Working at the Harper Mills in an advertising and marketing department. There are many benefits to this life. Each day, a helicopter picks up employees from their skyscraper apartments and flies them up to the top of Harper Mills Tower. It isn't safe in the lower levels of the tower. Everything below the 10th floor has been sealed off for employee safety. You rarely think of the masses of people living in the ruins of the world below at ground level. The ground level dwellers have been abandoned, and skyscraper society is simply waiting for them to die off. This is more of a fun action horror movie sort of. An unfortunate revelation I made is that this is very similar to the Belko Experiment, if you've seen that movie. We'll move on from there.
I'd have to see it again.
That's a fun movie.
It's a good one. So would you two like to describe your characters? How are you working at Harper Mills?
My character's name is TJ Green. I love the Snapchat. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the TikTok right now. I've got a cool Teddy Ruxpin, and like, I love girls, and I love girls. Yeah.
My name is Craig Thompson, and I'm here to go places. Stay out of my way, and we won't have a problem. Get in it, and you'll find out the hard way why you shouldn't have stood there.
All right. So one thing about Dread is if you have 5 or more players, it starts off with a full untouched tower. However, we have less than 5. So I will need each of you to provide me with 4 die rolls. Determine which blocks get pulled from the tower. Since we're playing a d20 alteration of the game, if any number is rolled more than 5 times, the tower will tumble over. 1 from each. Thank you for the follow. Make a shout outs to our other followers from today. Do a lot up there. 6. Right. Bunch of numbers were moved and good to go. Yes. You can barely hear each other over the roar of helicopter engines. You're laughing and joking with coworkers. The helicopter, a retrofitted military model that comfortably carries all of you towards your usual after-work watering hole. It's not too distant future, and nowadays simply having a job puts you at the top of an ivory tower. That tower is literal. The cityscape is awash in lights, but cast your eyes down to the ground level and you'll notice a point where the light stops. Lights don't shine for ground dwellers. People who have money never go to street level. It's not safe for people like you, which is why you fly from place to place. And right now, you're flying in company helicopters from your office to a trendy bar at the top of a skyscraper. The bar itself is awash in lurid neon colors, casting everyone's faces in shades of pink and green. You've barely stepped in, and someone with a camera on their shoulder enters and gets right in your face. Hey buds, hey pals, we're shooting a video for the bar's website. Tell us your name, your favorite drink, and something about you. Something nice about one of your friends here.
My name's TJ. I love shots. And this right here, this dark, somber individual is my pal. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Go Away. My favorite drink is none of your business. I don't care about your third question.
Okay, DJ, and Go Away. It's wonderful having you around here tonight. I hope you guys have a good time.
Smartass.
You have to be such a buzzkill, dude.
What I'm here for.
To be a buzzkill. Okay.
Okay, so loud club music pounding in the background. You enter into a large space fitting on the top of the skyscraper. Also with you from the marketing assistant, Damon is with your team. Charming and friendly and loves whiskey. Feel free to make your way about the club. Is there anything you wish to do at this point in time?
I start taking shots.
Excellent.
One after the other.
I'm going to find the quietest corner of the club and just casually sip my drink in peace.
Well, the night continues on as anyone would definitely expect. The music continues, the drinks flow, there are women about and wonderful things happening. Eventually, things wind down. Catch the helicopter ride back to your skyscraper apartments. At which point, we join everybody. It's 9 a.m. the next day. I'm tired and hungover. Look at the clock that dawns up. Make it into the office, and Damon's not at work today.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. I just, like, I'm gonna take a nap here for like a second.
For once, we might agree on something there. Oh,
Just, like, let the day go by. I just had,
if you throw up, I'm leaving.
I'm not gonna throw up, man. I haven't thrown up in like 5 years. Ugh.
So say them all.
Ugh.
Oh, come on!
I'm not throwing up. It's just, it's just my throat is dry. You need to chill. And
Yeah, throat is dry, sure. Yeah, my throat's dry too, and I'm holding it together just fine. Just forget it. Just
why do you have to drink so much if you're just gonna be sitting in the corner like a loser anyway?
yeah, funny.
I'm not being funny, man. You just, like, why go out if you're gonna drink alone? That's what I'm trying to say.
Because even though I like being alone, it's the worst thing for me. Don't ask me to explain it, please.
I wasn't going to because I don't really give a crap. This is why we get along. I actually don't care about you.
Good.
It's somewhere around this time that Haley comes out from the HR office, a Scottish woman with a broad, imposing figure. She approaches as you're resting your head and recovering from the night of drinking before. Well, hello there, guys. How you doing?
How's it work?
Don't talk so loud. Don't talk so loud.
Well then. I just wanted to let you all know that Michael would like
No
to see
meetings,
you.
please.
Michael would like to see you in his office, please. When you get the
Of
chance.
course he does.
Do we have to go?
But that is your boss. It'd be great if you could make your way in there.
I'm starting to make my way there now.
Ah, you're such a kiss ass.
Let it off.
And so, the two of you file your way into Michael's office, invited to speak with him. As you come in, he seems preoccupied with a giant ant farm that takes up the entirety of the back wall. Something about his fascination with little creatures has been strange. Once you're both in there and have a moment to take a seat. Did you know ants can't see red light? It's there all the time, but their little ant eyes just can't perceive that part of the spectrum. They could not tell whether the red light is on or off. To them, it's immaterial. Damon is that red light. Whether he's working or taking another sick day, his impact was immaterial. Office told me they ran the numbers and found his contribution to be negligible. So, we had to let him go when he came into work early this morning.
And I'm assuming you're here to tell us that we're gonna pick up his slack and you're not gonna hire somebody else.
Well,
Dude.
the thing about ants on the room is that they're insignificant, but as a colony, they can build wonders. I hope you'll keep this in mind. Head office tells me they'll be looking into this matter of excess personnel. Have a productive day.
Thanks. Will do.
Whatever.
As you make your way from there, back out and to your spaces and get back about with your day of work. The comments about excess personnel may be slightly concerning given the state of the world. back into the cubicle farm, the large open office area. There are two sides. While you in marketing and advertising are over here, the other side is a row of administration assistants. Their department, the other side. The admins, young, entry-level workers, they usually start out as paper pushers. Your side, decorated with hipster flair. Their side, devoid of decoration, save for a single motivational cat poster.
Okay.
The day continues.
Why do you think? Who do you think he's gonna fire?
I don't know, dude.
Come on, bro.
Just
Like-
gonna make sure it's not me.
Like, not level with me, bro. Have you heard something? Cause like, if they're thinking of like letting me go, I'm gonna take as much shit as I possibly can.
I don't know shit, okay? Just stop asking me, will you?
You know something, don't you? I mean, I know that you're one of the favorites over here, so.
It's not hard to do. Just do what they ask you. Keep your mouth shut.
Kiss ass.
Yeah, at least I'm alive.
So, as things continue on, maybe 20 minutes after leaving Michael's office and spending some time at your desk, is that about that time that your screen flicks out from whatever it is you're working on back to what almost looks like the wallpaper that you've been at least slightly annoyed that you've never been able to change of the computer, to the company's logo set on dull colors, all flat and despairing. And a chime rings across the PA system. May I have your attention, employees of Harper Mills? I trust you are having a productive day. As you know, times are tough. And in order to
Yeah,
survive as
times
a
are tough.
company, we must be tough in kind, which means layoffs. At that word, your screens, everyone's, a few in the other departments have stood up, surprised at this. They flick to the foyer, the security feed. What you see there is Damon, flanked by security guards, pushing him towards the door. This has to be on ground level. You know it's incredibly rare. The 10th floor is sealed, for the seal to be broken. But here they are, people down on the ground floor even. What you see is silent, but that doesn't stop you from knowing what's going on here. Damon is screaming, security dragging him along. Quickly, they unlock the doors and toss him outside, swiftly closing and relocking them. The perspective then changes to an outside security camera. Damon looking desperate, pounding on the door, pulling, trying to get back in. Figures appear atop a giant concrete slabs that litter the street level. A swarm of half-naked folks surround and pounce on Damon. You see one naked man beat another to death with Damon's own shoe. Damon himself completely lost from sight.
Oh, no.
We are downsizing. By the close of business today, we must reduce personnel by 80%. Of course, firing people is such messy, impersonal business. This is why we are implementing a creative solution that will allow employees to take charge of the situation. Under every desk, and you feel it now as your foot kicks against it, a safe, locked with a fingerprint scanner. Anyone can open any safe, but your finger can only open one safe. Once you scan, you'll be locked out of the system. Speaking of locks, the front foyer doors open with the push of a button from the inside. Anyone who wants to volunteer for redundancy may exit that way. We trust you will use this opportunity to make vacancies where you see fit, work hard, and win. There's a moment of
Oh,
stillness that goes
shit, I
all
didn't
around the
expect
office.
this.
Well, okay. I'm not really the brightest guy, so I'm not really sure what's happening.
We're fucked.
Like,
Someone,
what's inside of this safe?
do you scan?
I reach under and put my finger in.
Okay. You find, a fingerprint scanner on a safe.
I scan my finger.
You scan, and it pops open. What you find inside is a Bowie knife.
I pull out the knife.
It's about that time someone in admin stands up from their desk, really distressed. We're not really doing this, are we?
I go for my fingerprint scanner.
Okay.
I point the knife at you and I say, "Look, we don't have to. Let's work together on this, because 20% can survive."
I don't answer. Just get me in this safe.
Sure. The safe pop open, and what you find inside is a cordless staple gun. And also at that time, another person from admin quickly grabs a pair of scissors and stabs someone in the neck. They fall, twitching to the floor, blood spilling everywhere. And someone else chimes out at that moment, "You idiot! What do we gain by killing another admin?" What was it they said?
How many?
Yeah.
Make vacancies where you see fit, says another.
How many employees are in this company again?
I don't remember.
You're not
I
entirely
won't
sure.
if you won't.
Look, they need marketing, so we don't have to kill each other.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
We should kill the other people. Look at these frou-frou desks. They'll be easy kills.
As you look around, you see the pack of admins are seeing it too. They've got you. 5-1.
I'll take the left.
I say we just run.
That'll work too.
They
I
hold
throw the
various
knife.
things- Oh, okay. At who?
At the left admin.
Sure thing. Make a roll. Three. Right. The knife, balanced well enough, you're able to get a fair throw off. It seems a little off center from where you were aiming, but it does land true. He hit me! Well, what did you expect him to do? Just lie down as we went to kill him? I'm bleeding over here, man! They continue to close in, armed with see a
You
pistol.
idiot! Why did you
letter
throw it?
openers.
I turn and start running.
All right, where
That's
are you going?
why.
From here, you
I
can make it to. There's the stairwell. There's the accounting department. There's Michael's office.
head to Michael's office.
I'll follow behind him.
Okay. I will need each of you to roll once to make it to Michael's office. It's a short distance, but with a pack of admins coming.
Sorry,
14 and 13?
10 actually. I rolled the second one.
So, you make it into Michael's office. He's here. He's looking very distressed. Seems a bit taken aback that even he might be a victim in this game. As you look around, the safe is open. He seems to be armed with a bottle opener.
Yeah, that's not going to kill anyone. I locked the door.
Door closed.
I
behind you.
start finding anything I can use to barricade it.
Okay. So, pounding furiously on the door begins behind you. Michael holding the can opener, the bottle opener out in front of him, backed up against his ant farm.
Are you going to
Struggle
use
against
that?
the door as it pushes. You feel it.
Michael, get over here and push the door.
No, how can I even trust you?
You can't, but 80% are gonna die and 20% are gonna live. So
I can't
mathematically,
hold this on my own.
us three can do this together. So get your butt over here. I push against the door.
See that staple gun? I can't get any closer to you. No, you stay back over there.
Oh, how big is this ant farm, by the way?
It covers the whole of the wall.
Get your ass against this door, or I'm gonna plant this staple gun in your stupid face.
Is it bolted against the wall?
You're not entirely sure. It almost seems like it's built into the structure itself.
I take a chair and I throw it against the ant farm, trying to shatter it.
Okay. Make a roll.
Again.
Take the moment, frustrated by Michael, the pounding against the door, now letting Craig hold it by himself. You pick up the chair and toss it against the back wall. Glass shatters everywhere. Dirt and ants spilling forth. The pounding on the door lessens at this point, not because of the hearing they shatter. There are loud gunshots ringing out from the other side. What? Why did you do that? What's going on out there?
That's not even fair.
From the timings of the shots, you'd almost assume it's a submachine gun.
Well, that's unfortunate. I start combing through Michael's desk.
No, you get out
I
of there.
start with
Michael goes to stop you, wrestling for a moment.
I clock him right in the face.
Okay, make a roll. What'd you get?
14.
Oh, 14 again.
Yep.
Not a lot of those left. Yeah, as he begins taking the moment with PJ to wrestle with him, to prevent him from going into the desk, you just stride forward, the pounding on the door lessening from the other side. Although it was quite frantic there for a moment. You clock Michael directly in the face. He drops the bottle opener to the floor. Ah! He backs up, holding his face, blood streaming from his nose.
I kick him in the diaphragm.
Alright, that puts him down against the wall, landing on the glass.
You're the big
Breathing
cheese
heavy.
around here, douchebag.
There's two of us
What
and
could
there's
you-
only one of you, so just stay there and let us do what we gotta do. Start ruffling through the desks.
The fuck you trying to hide?
really the only things you're finding in there are just boring day-to-day department head paperwork.
Any
Doesn't seem
tape?
to be much of anything. You do come across a flask at one point that seems mostly full.
I put that in my pocket. Is there any tape in the tape?
The best you find is scotch tape.
Cool. I start wrapping that around my fists, and then I put it in the glass.
Okay.
This is the best I can do. Dude.
You do you, man.
I grab a couple of shards of glass and stick them between my fingers.
Ready.
I look for the biggest shard that I can, and I use some material from my shirt to make a handle on it.
Excellent. Done and done.
I grab Michael
mostly
by
defeated, seems calmed.
I grab Michael by the collar, pick him up. Are you good now, bro?
Alright, hey, look at me. You got two choices here, asshat. You either fight with us, or we throw you out there first to see what comes for you. Make a decision.
I think I do like the first option anyway. Oh wait, I mean the second option. Wait, what's first again?
Ah, fuck me.
How... Guns out there. How are we even supposed to... Are we safest just hiding in here?
Better.
Yeah.
If we stay here, then we'll fucking die.
You know how many people hate you? Do you?
How could anyone? What have I done to them?
Exactly, asshat. Forward. Move.
Let's go. You can... Right in front of us.
Okay. Do you push him out first?
Yeah?
The door unlocked. It's slightly difficult.
Take a good
to
look
open.
and see for yourself.
Or no. The door opens fairly easily, and the part of the body with bullet holes along its back and one through its head claws its way in. The sort of soaking under the door, but now it is definitely coming from this corpse that forced the door open. There's a good number of the admins, but not all of them, that you recognize straddled about the floor here. You're not entirely sure what happened at this point.
How many admins are left?
Well, there were 10. Probably 6 here on the floor. There's 4 somewhere else in the building, probably.
Is this corpse have anything on them?
Can I make a perception check to determine if there are any noises, which direction they're coming from?
You take a moment in the silence and listen.
Also, so sorry to ask, gentlemen, but can I run and take care of something really quick?
Sure.
Yeah, sorry, I'll be right back.
On the body, you do find the knife that you had thrown earlier, apparently scavenged.
I pull the knife out.
Turned.
Once you, if you let something go and it comes back to you, it was always meant to be yours.
Boomerang Bowie blade.
I push Michael out and outside of the office, and kind of wait.
Yeah, no. Michael steps out as well. Just gingerly making his way into the center of the open area.
Anybody out there?
To see the bodies, there's. Wait for James to get back. Hopefully, it won't take long. So, how are you enjoying so far?
Good. Hopefully, I'm playing the character okay.
Everything seems fine.
You have two more. You have 2 more of these coming up, right?
Yes. Every Wednesday this month.
Are you still looking for players for both of those as well?
I do happen to be. Those ones will be a little bit different.
Okay.
More scary.
More scary?
Yeah, they feature a creature
Creature feature.
as
Okay,
opposed
I'm back.
to
Sorry about that.
as opposed to the human element. Yeah. So, TJ retrieves his knife that happens to be held in the hand of the body that made its way into the room. You and Michael have stepped out into of your open office plan. There doesn't appear to be anything. As you look around, there's the few bodies of the admins that remain here. You hear screaming that cuts itself short, coming from the doors just down the other way, opposite the stairs to the accounting department.
Oh yeah, search the bodies really quickly.
Yeah, I do the same.
Okay. It doesn't seem as though all of them had taken the chance to open up safes. You find a letter opener, a pistol with nothing in it, and a pair of scissors.
What a tease.
The people who didn't have anything, like, I cut off their fingers.
Okay.
1 finger. And I put it in my pocket.
Find yourself with
I'll keep the gun.
three fingers.
I look around to see if there's any safes that are not open.
You do find, because that would be theirs. Michael kind of looking on in horror as you do so. It is just sick.
I stick a finger into the safe.
It registers and the safe pops open.
I grab whatever's inside. And I throw that finger away.
You find a large, empty, slightly broken glass bottle.
Well, ain't they cheap?
Well, I've got how many fingers do I have left?
2.
Cool. Well, I have 2 more of these fingers to go, so keep an eye out if you see any unopened saves, okay, bruh?
Yeah, all right.
Over here. It seems as though the admin department didn't take the chance to open up their saves.
Is there still some more unopened?
There are 2 more.
I opened them with both of the...
You find a crossbow with 2 bolts. Machete.
I look at Michael and I'm like, can we trust you, bro?
I guess at this point it's to my best interest to follow along with you.
I toss him the crossbow.
Drops it, picks it back
I'll
up.
take it. I grab the crossbow from him and I hand him my glass shard instead. You try to put this in my back, and you'll find it up your ass. You understand?
I think we should let him shoot the stupid thing because he's probably, like, too scared to actually fight.
Take one of them with you. Take it.
Guess I'll take the last then.
I opened the last safe.
For fucking once, be useful to you, asshole.
That was actually all of them. The final one was a machete.
Machete.
Gleaming and razor sharp.
I look at the machete and then I look at I'm like, do you want this, bro?
Crossbow.
Knife or machete?
I guess the blade, that'll seem safer. Long
I
range.
hand over the blade. And I
Nice.
start to head towards the staircase.
Headed for the stairs.
Yep.
I'll follow him. I believe I'm on a first name basis with these people.
By the time you make it there, you hear the chime of the PA again. Good work, everyone. You've already terminated 7% of staff. Keep it up. This is important. Players are probably just going to try to survive until we hit that magic 80%, and this nightmare can end.
Bro, what is the largest department in this? Michael, you tell me, what is the largest department in this building?
Don't say marketing. Don't say marketing. Don't say marketing. Don't say marketing.
I mean, it couldn't be marketing. The admins outnumbered you.
Okay, like, where are most of the admins?
They were here. This was their area. I don't know who chased them off. I haven't seen Kaylee around. Maybe she's okay. Perhaps logistics?
Where's logistics? We should kill logistics. There's too many of them. They probably suck. We should kill them.
Doors down, I think.
Okay, take us to logistics. You lead the way, Michael.
Okay.
Don't try anything cute.
I don't understand how he could try anything cute. He's pretty ugly.
You enter the stairwell. There's distant sounds of gunfire, screaming. Other places just sort of all around.
I'm going to keep the crossbow and tight to my shoulder.
Make your way down the floor, and then Michael sort of starts for the money. Oh, jeez! There's a young man there. Looks edgy, sweating. Seems to know you all by name. Michael, TJ, Craig. Shaking while holding a gun. See, you made it through the first round.
And
Revolver in his hands.
bro,
Is he raising the gun, or is he just holding it?
It is aimed at you.
bro. One, if you're gonna really waste all those bullets on guys with knives and a crossbow, it would be pretty stupid. Because you really want to be scared of any guys with a machine gun or something super scary, because those guys versus, like, compared to us, like, that's a waste of bullets, bro.
What does that matter? I just have to find a place I can be. Somewhere I can
You
live.
want us to... Okay, how about this? We leave you alone. You leave us alone. Because we're gonna go kill people in logistics. Because Michael thinks that they are useless pieces of...
I said no such. Shut up, all of you! You don't even recognize me.
Okay, if you're gonna shoot anybody, shoot Michael first.
Oh,
Yeah, please.
What? I bring you mail
I mean,
every day, and you don't even know who I am.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't even know who the guy behind with the crossbow. I mean, I work with him every day, but sometimes I forget his name, and I'm kind of a dick that way. I pull out the flask. You want a drink, bro? It might calm your nerves.
No, that doesn't seem like the best option at this point.
It
Stay
would
alert.
be the best. Look, again, bro. There's 3 of us. You got a gun. You're pretty flippin' slow, so you probably only shoot Michael, and then the other 2 of us are something. So you should just like let us pass, and then we don't have to know you're here.
I'm going to take a peek down the stairs while they're talking.
Mhm. Okay. You take the moment and you lean over, looking down. No, you stay back. You see way down there.
Just looking
shapes.
where you came from, Hoss.
See some shapes moving up and down the stairway.
Bro, some people are coming, I think. They're probably gonna like ambush you. And then you're gonna be distracted by us. And then you're gonna die, bro. And all you're ever gonna have accomplished is delivering mail.
You
We can't stay here.
Just saying,
start back and
you
forth.
should come.
Jittery.
Why
the gun
don't
shaking
you-
in his hand.
Why don't you come with us and let's work together? 80%, bro. And then we'll go get shots after this.
He kind of jerks at the sound shots, and then the gun goes off in his hand. The bright flash, the loud bang echoing through the stairwell. Michael falls to the floor. He screams out in pain. He doesn't appear to be dead, but the bullet has gone through his leg in some way. No. What?
Well, Michael's
Run.
dead. We should totally go. I continue to just walk past him.
I'm moving
What's
away.
that? I mean,
What?
Michael's screaming. It's kind of hard to hear anything else over him at this moment.
I'm
I
running
like-
in the opposite direction from where the people are coming.
I follow him.
Up.
I go up then as well.
Okay. As you turn and make your way up the stairs, there are more shots that ring out behind you as he calls out, "No, don't!"
Kill Michael, man, because he's kind of a shitty boss. And I keep walking.
Okay. Go from here.
Dude.
Just running aimlessly, frantically looking for an exit. And I'm not finding one.
Well, you're in the stairwell. There are definitely many other floors above and below you. Any
What do you think
particular
is-
thing that you look for, or
How many floors are above us?
to say? I mean, you guys are fairly high up, but
Do you know if anything was scheduled today? Windows getting cleaned, the walkway to another section of the habitat. What's was there anything going on today? Is there any way out?
I head to the roof.
Okay, genius. How do we get off the roof?
I don't know, bro. But roof's a better place than any because there's nothing that can come up behind us. There's only like one way towards us, not a bunch of things behind us. If we're in a stairwell, things going up and down can come and attack us. But if we're on top of the roof-
Okay. You convinced me. Roof. Where do we go?
Well, I mean, up, bro.
I just start running up.
You know, this is the first time we've actually got along, bro. It's kind of nice.
Don't get used to it.
Well, I mean, if you and I survive this whole thing, and we're like the only 20% left, then, you know, it's going to be pretty intimate from that day forward.
Don't use that word in a sentence, please.
I mean, it's just going to be like, I don't know, 50 of us on a single floor. You and me, marketing buddy cops.
But whatever you're doing right now, just stop. It's weirding me out.
And we can go get lunches together, and it'd be pretty cool.
You
English.
make it up.
I'm speaking English, right? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question.
What's a rhetorical?
Ugh.
You make it up a few floors, but then you find there's some bodies, desks stacked on the stairs in the hall. You're not out here so fast, or how things have held up this much. The sign outside the door definitely states that the IT department is coming around. And as you go to open it, the PA system rings out again. We thought everyone should know the front door has been breached. No employees have left the building, but people sure are coming inside. Better hurry up. Ground dwellers are on the 3rd floor right now. Who knows how high they'll climb? Lockdown will only resume once you've completed your task.
Oh,
So, like, is there somebody on the roof already?
only one way to find out.
Okay. I pick up one of the bodies, and I'm, like, putting it in front of me. Go ahead and open the door, bro.
I reach out to open the door.
The door opens. You go to step through. The dark room, filled with a deep hum of 1,000 machines. IT just sort of lives in their server room. Not many pass their way through here.
I enter in as quietly as I can.
I do the same.
So you make it in, and the door closes quietly behind you. Step your way through, being careful for the rows of servers as they stretch out, one on either side, a 5-foot gap between them, making a hallway. As you step quietly as you can, the light click of your sensible, stylish shoes upon the floor. You listen out. You make your way. See light in the distance, going on through the other side of the server room, which opens to where some of IT's actual desks are. There is another stairway on the other side.
I think
And
it's
then-
a trap.
I'm sorry?
I think it's a trap, bro. It's a trap.
Shh. I know. I'm trying to find what it is, though.
At that point, there's a loud sound of metal on metal as something clicks in between both of your heads and falls to the floor.
The fuck?
What the heck was that?
I just jump
Okay. You look
away.
around, your eyes adjusting to the darkness. The light, LEDs blinking off all the switches in the room of the servers, kind of lightly illuminating in oranges and greens, the occasional red, some of the wires seeming unplugged or sparks from where perhaps bullets had flown earlier. A shape seems to flit around the room quietly.
What was that?
I look at the sparks, and I open the flask that's in my pocket, and I throw alcohol onto the sparks.
Oh. Well, okay then. There's a bright flash in that moment. Fire sparks up and begins climbing the tower of servers. smoking and whirring. It's a little bit brighter.
Run, bro.
Person.
And I start to bolt.
The
I
shape
get up and
stands
I
at
start
the other
moving.
side of the fire, looking at you. You see it illuminating their face. It's Ruthie, one of the members of IT. She stands holding throwing knives in either hand.
You better run too, lady. Cause like we just set this place on fire.
I'm hauling ass toward the door.
Okay, I will need TJ to make a pull from the tower as she screams out, "No, you better run!" and whips another knife at you.
13.
Another 13 gone. Ready for it. Your body shield takes the knife directly into its gut. Already dead. That's the only noise that you hear is it entering the body. Do you continue to hold on, or do you let it go as you turn to flee?
I push it on top of her and then like let go and then step on it and then like bolt out of there.
Okay. You would pull 2 blocks from the tower.
Oh, bum. Ooh. 13 and
Out
1.
of those.
Oh, 7. There's no more 13s left. The whole thing comes.
There are 2 13s and 2 14s left.
Oh boy.
Courtesy of me. My bad.
Thank you.
Don't worry, there's still plenty of other numbers. Yeah. So the knife enters the body at that moment. You feel the light hit as it gets it, and that's the moment you pick. You push forward and you kick it in the back, launching it towards her, onto her. It hits her. They both go to the floor. You take that moment and you step down upon it. And what do you do from there?
Run out the door,
Okay.
heading towards the other staircase.
Seeming to knock the wind out of her for the moment, you turn and you see Craig just making the way to the door to make it into IT's offices.
I wait till he gets through, and is there a door I can shut that's leading, or that's next to the stairs?
You pull through and you go into where the cubicles are. It's a little better lit in here, but it's still a fair amount of dim. You pull the door to, and you hear a bit of the electronic lock engage. Cubicles sort of loom before you. Collection of 7 members that make up IT. One of them trapped under a body in the server room.
Well, don't everybody greet us at once.
You do not see anybody moving. There does not appear to be anyone here.
I try to see if any of the. I try to look around any of the office if there's anybody in there.
Okay. You poke your way around and look. A lot of the computers are still on, so monitors sort of in that white blue light illuminate the workspaces. You see emptied chairs toppled over, spun around. There's a splash of blood across one of them. You're not entirely sure what happened here.
Any coffee or liquid in this room?
You do find a tumbler that seems to be half full of something.
I tried to set another fire in this room.
Okay. Do you pour it down upon one of the computers then?
I actually like snip a wire and like pour coffee right onto it.
Mm-hmm. There's an amount of smoking, maybe a little bit of burning. You're not fully sure if it'll catch or get bigger, but at the very
throw some
least,
paper-
it's been a smoke. It's a smoke machine.
I start to throw some paper on it and then bolt out of there.
So then to the stairs on the other side of the building.
Yes, please.
Yep.
So you cross your way through IT and make it to the other door. Actually lets out into a brightly lit tiled hallway. On either end there appear to be more stairwells. That would make 3 for this building. Down towards one of them there seems to be a toilet. You hear muffled laughter coming in that direction.
I raise my crossbow.
I get behind you. Well, bro, like, I took care of Knife Lady, so you take care of Gun-Toting Maniac.
I mean, so far you don't see anybody. It seems to be coming from in that area.
Start to walk slowly.
Same.
All right.
I look behind me and see if the fire is caught up behind us.
The door is actually opaque. You're not able to see what is happening on the inside.
I'm just looking for smoke.
It's a little hard to
Didn't
tell.
you?
You make your way down to the toilets. The design, very gender neutral, opens into kind of the sort of thing you would see at a stadium. The one open walkway with the 2 directions to go in that lead to different stacks of stalls or urinals, what have you. From the stalls is where you seem to be hearing a lot of giggling.
Do you want to investigate that, bro?
No, I don't.
I think we should. I think we totally should investigate that. I'll kick it. And if you see something that's like, I'm gonna kill you, you shoot it. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, but why are we looking?
Because
Not everything needs an answer, dude.
we have to get rid of people too, bro. Like, we have to get rid of people, or the people downstairs will come up here and eat us. So we have to do our part to try to get through this as quickly as possible.
Hit the fucking job. Okay.
Well, it's either that, and you can join the freakish people.
Okay,
Online.
I said fine, didn't I?
You didn't
What's
actually
the-
say fine. You kind of said, "I hate this job," and then you were like, "Oh, I hate this job. My life's."
Did you eat a lot of paint chips as a kid? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you kicking the door or not?
I kicked the first door.
Empty.
I look down underneath and see if there's any feet.
Why didn't you think of that before?
Because I'm not always the smartest person, and you know this. Takes me a little bit. God. Were you my dad or something?
About 4 down, you don't see feet, but you do see a pair of heels.
I head over to there and I kick the door.
Okay. The
I
door-
apologize if you're using the bathroom right before I kick it.
The door bursts open, and on the other side, you do see a well-dressed blonde woman sitting with sitting cross-legged on the toilet, headphones on, blaring, just giggling to herself. At that moment, though, because that can definitely be heard over the music, her eyes sort of burst open, seem a bit hazed for the moment. Huh?
What's up?
Keeps laughing.
Nope. I
should
shoot her
get-
with the crossbow.
Okay, then. Make a roll for me.
Not a 13.
Or a 13. That could be interesting, too.
5. I'm golden.
Okay. She continues to giggle, but then that hits her square. It's as though it punctured the chest directly to the heart. The blood oozes out, bursting forth. Which sort of just as the light from her eyes, her hands fall down to the side as she slumps, a bottle of pills scattering about the floor. As then she goes down, the bolt punching through even more. She hits the floor. A wet smack, a slight crunch. Pool just expands around her.
I get the bolt back.
I grab the pills. I take her finger.
Okay. So, you get the finger off. You flip the body over, grab by the end, but not to ruin the fletching, and pull the bolt from where it is housed. There is an amount of resistance as it does come out, your hands stained crimson with the blood. The pills definitely seem to be of decent quality. You're assuming that she then was just trying to make her way through this, take a moment, zone out, just be happy. Or maybe she was on her way to overdosing. Who really knows? But you could certainly have your own little party, should you wish.
I put the pills in my pocket.
I ignore the pills.
What? Cool.
I ignore the pills.
I checked to see what she was listening to.
Seems to be some sort of trancy, dancey music. Almost sounds familiar, like you heard this last night.
Nope. I start to head out to the bathroom. I look outside.
As you're kind of collecting up everything and taking that moment to put on the headphones and listen, it's a little garbled. Definitely a lot louder for Craig. As the PA system comes on again. Some employees seem to think they can find a quiet corner to wait it all out. Well, we know how to make sure employees mingle at this party. By the time you hear a light hissing sound coming from overhead, you look up and you see the fire sprinklers. There's a bit of a haze around them.
I cover my mouth.
Same.
Bathroom.
Into way out when they do the opposite of fire sprinklers and begin to, from the very back end, chasing you forward, burst with gouts of flame coming down from overhead. I will need you both to make a roll.
Oh no.
3 again. Oh, gee.
11.
The first 11. Yes. So you both make your way back out into the hallway as the flames fill the bathrooms behind you. Get out here. The hissing sound is lessened, but you do also see marks upon the walls as though this area too itself burst into flame.
I'm just making my way to the next staircase.
Same.
Hey, thank you for the follow. You turn and begin to make your way. When down from the other end of the hall, from the other stairway, you see the door open and Kaylee steps forward and comes in. Kaylee, perhaps the most dangerous everyone. Hey, the burnt coin. Thanks so much, man. She has a submachine gun held in her hand. You see the lanyard around her neck, 2, 3 fingers upon it. She seems to have been collecting them just as much the same as you. Blood smeared across her face, a mad look of glee in her eye. She notices you and points the gun forward. Now where do you all think you're running?
Lunch?
Club? I mean, lunch. Lunch.
Totally lunch. It's
Ye-
lunchtime, right?
What do you do from here?
Um,
I look at you and I'm like, I'm giving you like, I'm like, I give you this look, and I start to like walk towards her, and I'm like, hey, that's a pretty cool gun you got there. Where is that what you had in your safe thingy?
Maybe. What did you get in yours? What do you have?
This
I'm
machete?
I'm gonna try and reload my crossbow on the sly.
Okay.
Like,
Make
look
a
at this
roll.
machete. Like, I'm like holding it up in the air and being like, it's like I've never held a machete in my life, and this machete is like super cool.
So how far are you going? There's probably 40 feet between you.
I'm walking at like a foot, every couple of seconds. I'm not moving very fast.
Looks like you got a 10 on that reload roll.
Yep.
Okay. She does seem a little more focused on TJ, who is approaching her as she walks forward as well. You'll also notice that at the moment that she caught eyes on you, she never gunned down. Purse wavered in her hand whatsoever. That has been steady grip.
Do you want to like join us for lunch? Cause I am starving. I was at the club last night, and like I drank way too much.
Yeah,
You like?
I know
Do
you.
you-
You seem to do that too
Yeah.
often. Always laying your head down at your desk, taking your breaks.
Yeah, cause marketing requires us to think, and it's like really hard.
I suggested they let you go. It's always just so much paperwork.
I mean,
So
honestly,
so
I
much
thought
trouble.
I would have been fired like a long time ago, and I like pretend to trip and fall to the ground, like oops, and I fall, like as far away from from darn, I forgot his name. I totally forgot his name. Yeah, enough so that he would be out of her like eye vision, enough so like I fall to the other side of like the aisle. Dude, I'm still so drunk.
Take a roll.
Is she still focused on him while he's falling?
We'll see what happens.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh. Some of these numbers are getting dangerously low. I mean, as you can probably see on the spreadsheet if you're looking. Okay. You are successful in not impaling yourself with a machete or any of the glass as you fake trip your way down, trying to get her attentions. The gun sort of semi-trained on the both of you and flitting its way between, definitely locks its way into that position as he makes his fall down. Seems at least a little bit jumpy, on edge. Sudden movements catching her T-Rex attention. Stand up! Get back into sight.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little tipsy.
No, get back over there by him.
I'm gonna take that empty gun, and I'm gonna see if I can throw it behind her, over her head.
Okay. Roll again.
Eight.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It sails high overhead, almost making it to the drop ceiling. Going far, far. Such a good toss. The movement of you doing so does seem to catch her eye for ever so briefest the moment, but her steady hands and fingers don't let anything out of the submachine gun held in her hand, hole where the bullets come out, staring you dead in the eye. The gun clatters on the other side of the hallway. Again, the noise gripping her attention. She whips around to face it. What was that?
I raise the crossbow and shoot her.
Ready. Roll again. Approximately where are you aiming?
Center mass.
Hmm.
And as I shoot her, I throw the crossbow. I throw the crossbow at her and charge her.
All right. So, she whips around. What was that? Pointing the gun towards the one that then clattered upon the floor and skids off towards the other door. Her attention turned. The bolt enters her back. She is a much more imposing, slightly larger woman, so you're not sure that it made its way all the way through to the other side, but it buries itself deep all the way to the Fletcher. You throw the crossbow forward and begin charging. A lot of distance, but you hope to cover her while she's distracted from the pain. What do you two do from there?
I charge as well, coming from the other side.
I mean, you don't really have her pincered. You become from the same side, but
But like, you know, we're coming in a V shape. A V shape.
flying V. All right,
And I think pros call that a trifecta.
go Ducks. All
9.
right.
Is that 9? 9.
So what are you aiming to do when you get there?
I tackle. Like, I grab her by the legs.
Okay, and Craig?
I'll go for the gun and keep it pinned to the floor.
Okay. Take the 9. I'm going to need you to make one more roll, and then I will need 2 from Craig.
Them.
Oof, a 3. Second roll. 9.
9. Those numbers are really filtering their way out.
I know.
So, you manage to get there in that moment. It's a lot of hecticness as TJ goes for the legs, sort of slamming into them and getting the grip, the push. At that moment, you sort of grab her arms, getting a hold of the gun and twisting, doing your best to not get yourself downrange that large, gaping, imposing hole that you know holds death on the other side. You're able to get her in that moment. The twisting of the arm, the yanking of the gun, pressure against her legs. She falls to the floor. You think she almost falls on the bolt again as it seems to press into the body. She screams once more. The submachine gun comes free. And you both work to pin her to the floor.
I check the
Let me go.
magazine of that weapon to see how much ammo's left.
Fit into it seems large, extended. Doesn't seem right. Somebody has modified this in some way. You're not sure how much she's fired so far. You heard a lot earlier, and she seems to have been doing quite a bit of damage to the population of the building. But guess there's probably shots left in here.
Oh, it's something.
She struggles more upon the ground, being careful not to twitch the bolt in her back.
I
Go.
take the second bolt and just stab her in the neck.
Oh. Interesting. Another roll, please.
$17.
Another one of those untouched numbers. Those are running out. So, you take that moment. You take the other bolt, which you had ready on you to be reloaded. Grab her hair. You stab it in. You feel it pierce and go through the esophagus, coming out the other side. The garbled noises of her speech as she tries to yell out and screams in pain. The blood welling from either side and staining the ground. So much of it coming out and around her. Filling up the floor, slick but sticky.
That and your troubleshoot report, bitch.
I honestly don't even know who she was. I don't even know who any of these people are, honestly. How come they all like know me?
So I think you care too much.
Well, I mean, I don't. I just surprised. Like, you know how much naps I've taken in my cubicle?
No.
Like a lot. Do you like feel bad about killing her? You seem quiet.
I didn't ask for any of this.
I mean, I don't think anybody was like, you know what? I want to wake up today and like murder a bunch of my coworkers. I mean, I almost missed work this morning because I was all like, "Oh, my head hurts."
I just want to be left alone. I can't even get that.
Well, yeah, sleep when you die, or something. I don't know if that really works in this scenario. I get up and I start to head towards the staircase.
I follow.
You're so dark and broody. Are you trying to be like, are you like a tragic superhero or something? All we need is like the cape and cowl, and I think you'd be like, you could start fighting crime.
Yeah, and all you need are a set of girl shorts and you could be a sidekick.
Hey, I think I'd look pretty good with a set of girl. You say girl shorts?
I can't confirm or deny that.
I think I look pretty good. I mean, I do work on my glue.
The PA booms out once again. We are nearing 20% down, but those are rookie numbers. Let's keep it up as the hissing gets louder once again. I need you both to roll one more time as you make for the exit.
Oh, that's the end for me, I think.
15.
That is a very unfortunate number. Yes, that does topple at the threes. So, you both hear that, the hissing getting louder, and begin to move away, running, bolting, going for the stairs. The blood on the bottom of your shoes, the pool spreading out around Kaylee, making it a little difficult initially to get up and make your way from there without sliding. But you begin to go. Flame begins to burst out from the outs behind you. You see it as you begin to make your way past the door that leads back into IT. Truthy, she pops her way out. She has her blades once again. She does seem slightly burned.
Not this chick again.
You begin charging. You had made it past her at that point. She's behind you, the flame coming. The knives fly through the air. one of them catching and downing TJ. But Craig, able to make it through and close the
You know what? Maybe it wasn't so bad.
Oh, he didn't rebuild the tower. Okay, well, I have to refill these things in. No problem. Sorry, just a moment. My bad. Teens. Teens. Okay. Unfortunately, TJ being out and probably dead now. Craig has made it into the stairway. The tower has been rebuilt since falling, but we do slightly understate. I will need you to make 8 rolls.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
10.
Mm-hmm.
17. 7. Group 10.
7 and 10 or just 7?
Yep, just 10. Just 10. And 9. 15. 16.
7.
And 11.
That's a little bit of damage. So, your friend potentially dead behind you.
Ugh.
Still apparent.
I'm just heading to the roof.
Okay.
I got nowhere else to go.
Continue to make your way up. The hope of making it to the top floor. You hear above you doors bursting open to the stairwell once again. The sound of struggle and fighting. On up, but 3, 4 floors, perhaps. Maybe 2, 3 above you. You're not sure if they've noticed you. Look to the side. Appears to be that you are outside the cafeteria. Do you enter in? Do you approach the struggle up above?
Is it the way to get to the next staircase?
You would have to make it through the cafeteria and to the other side.
Well, then I go.
Okay. So, through the door you go, attempting to be as quiet as you can. Space on the other side, lit. Area dirty. almost everywhere. While the woman before seems to have taken her moment to space out in a drug-addled haze to make it through, somebody that you're not sure if they're still here, much like a squirrel, they might gather up everything they could and through this ordeal.
Minding my own business.
There are bags of Cheetos, Fritos, other chips everywhere. Opened containers of fry cereals.
Gosh.
Drinks
Got
spill about the floor. One of the
munchies.
refrigerators
Not
left
here to take
open.
anything from you. Want to get to the stairs. I'm gonna get the fuck out your cafeteria. Just let me get to the stairs.
You continue creeping forward. It seems as though we have another milestone. Halfway to what we're looking for. 40% of you terminated. Keep up this excellent work. Maybe we'll do pizza. You make it more to where all the sitting areas are. See the tables, some of them pushed aside. There are a few bodies here, there, sitting on the benches, on some of the overturned areas. There's one on the buffet itself.
Oh, hell no.
You get more into this area. It looks as though the blood in the fight piled up. Sort of everywhere. Some of the lights flicker.
Oh. No, no, no. Fuck this.
Make a roll for me as you attempt to stealth your way through.
$18.
You continue, watching out for the worst of the spill about the floor. Trying not to crunch too horribly loudly. Crouching down, trying to keep it about the height of the tables. You continue. Feels like a maze. You see the door on the other side. As you continue to make your way, going. You hear skittering.
What the fuck was that?
A light chuckle. More skittering.
Hey man, you might be thinking about eating me right now, but I totally wouldn't do that. I'm loaded with sugar. Your fucking teeth will fall out.
Getting closer. The sounds
I'm gonna
scuttling.
bring that gun to my shoulder. Not gonna warn you again, man. Just let me go, and we'll be cool. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
Still crouching, standing.
Standing.
Okay. So, Marcus continues. The skittering, the scuttling. It's around. Trying to watch out. Eyes darting everywhere. Watching everything but nothing all at once. To step and move.
Will you just... Could you not?
Was that? It almost
Mind
sounded like
letting
there's
me
two.
in on the joke, pal?
As you step a little too close to a table, a hand grabs your ankle and pulls it out from underneath you as you fall to the floor,
Ah, shit!
slamming into the ground.
Oh, son of a...
I'll need you to make 2 pulls to escape the situation. As a kind of gangly man that you've seen before, you're not entirely sure what department he's from. kind of scrambles out on top of you and begins attempting.
Three on the first roll. Three on the second roll. All right.
3 has not been a great number for tonight.
It really hasn't.
So then, how do you get him off you?
I punch him in the neck.
So, you slam onto the floor. This gangly man scrabbles out from under the table and gets on top of you. His hands pulling, trying to get a hold of your hair, your collar, just sort of anything at that moment. Teeth attempting to come down upon you, your face, your neck, almost anywhere, but getting him back at that moment. You take that one good moment, you swing, you catch him somewhere around his jaw with the edge of the submachine gun. It knocks him back, begins to rise from the attack, and slams into the table, arching his back and standing forth, that rat-like howl coming out. Oh. As any of us would make, hitting our spine upon the edge of a table. You find yourself freed and scramble to your feet.
Raise the gun. Nope. Pull the trigger.
Pull once more, and how many rounds do you let out?
Short burst, maybe 3 rounds.
Okay. What'd you roll?
17.
17. Nice. So, you scramble to your feet. You aim the gun at him. He seems to recover himself in that moment. Begins hunching, the slight cackle coming back. The murder in his eyes, the hunger, as he begins to step toward you. Pull the trigger. The quick burst comes out. The bright flash. The loud pops and bangs. The 3 bullets rip through his body, coming out the other side, blood spattering everywhere. He jerks 3 quick, short motions as they all impact, falling to the ground. Elsewhere, it's almost as though you hear more skittering, more scuttling. Wasn't alone. Not the only one here.
I run over and I stomp on his head. Isaac Clarke style.
A very satisfying crunch. Your boot, your loafer comes down on the bridge of his nose. And after that,
You want to feel what your friend's feeling right now? Back off. I told you I didn't want to fucking fight.
okay.
It'd be great if for once a freak in this place just listened to me.
Roll for
And I'm just going to
intimidation.
keep moving toward the stairs.
Intimidation roll.
Sure. Six.
6. While you continue to hear light cackles and scutters, they do seem to keep their distance. You don't catch sight except for quick, every so often, tables, light movement, but they don't seem to come all that much closer. Make your way, eventually getting to the door.
Okay.
Pull it open and into the soft hallway once again. Except some floors below you, you hear the loud sound of gunfire once again.
Oh, hell.
But also, even worse, you can hear them now. You hear the ground dwellers, the sounds, the screams crawling up the stairwell. So loud. How high are they now?
To keep moving.
Up you continue to go, making your way downtown. Doors flashing by. 3, 4, 5 more floors. Sudden dead end to the stairs. They have built it like this.
No, this can't be right. This can't. Why? Why would they do it like this? What am I missing?
You can see it. It's as though the stairs take a break for some number of floors. You've heard of something similar to this before, but usually that's something that they did with old broadcast buildings to help prevent terrorist incursion. The door
Wait, okay.
opens up
Okay.
into a large area. Big, square, much larger than the admin marketing area. You're not entirely sure what department this is, but all around you, cubicles, standing, roughly shoulder height. Even worse maze than making it to the cafeteria. They are certainly piling up now. 50% down. Already over the halfway mark. Do keep it up. We're coming on to the closing stretch of the day, and you have a lot more to do. Keep productive. Keep moving.
You're coming onto the last string of my fucking patience.
You can see it. So, the way the sun is positioned, knowing where it is on the building. Past lunch, it's maybe. So much time have gone by. Feels as though barely anything's happened. But yet, everything has happened.
Gotta be getting close. Gotta be getting close. I better get a fucking raise for this. Haven't I done enough? God, if this is about my brother, lesson learned. Just please, just stop. Just stop. I give up.
So,
If you're out there, come and fucking get me.
was it you attempt to progress to the cubicle farm?
And I go. All right, let's go on the rides.
Slink. The few water coolers. Very end. Sets. Let's hear it now. The mass of bodies making their way up the stairs. You don't even know what floor you're on at this time. How far up you are. But they've shut down the lockdown. Ground dwellers making their way in. So hard. Done so much. And now, will it really mean nothing?
gotta be an end to this. I'm gonna make it.
25% of the way through. Seems as though somewhere across the room there's more loud noises. More toilets. The door burst open.
Haul
Two
into
people
wherever
fighting
the
and
stairs
making their way
are.
through. Oh. Running now?
Yep.
Okay. You make it. Some sounds of footsteps behind you. And on the end, the door that you came through, it flies open. See them piling in now. Many of them, desperate people swarming through. Bloodstained suits and pants and coats. None of them fully clothed. See them, dirty, scraggly, dreadlocked. Almost about that time, as they begin coming through, door open. You see outside, out of the windows, quadcopters. Beneath them, a large laser gun. You've heard of that before. There's more people in the room. I'm going to need holes to make it through. As the
Okay.
two laser guns begin just blasting through the offices here. You see them not only getting this floor, but ones above and below you.
Right. Nat 1,
Well, I mean, that's not a critical fail.
thankfully. And a 5 on the second roll.
Two untouched numbers.
And need another.
Just one more. Unless you got another 5.
11 for the third roll.
So, you progress through, trying to make it to the other side. The goal of rising to the top of the building still in mind. There must be something there, but seeing these quadcopters come through, you have that brief moment where it's, yeah, something good. Then, oh no. Oh no. This room is just torn apart. Large molten holes, the slight fires from the laser burn. People just ripped to shreds by it. Will you make it through?
What? Yes. Just, oh, God.
Make it through to the other stairwell.
Yep, I make it through.
Door closes behind you. For the moment, you feel safe. You do hear, probably not too horribly far away, ground dwellers making their way up the stairwell as well. Push past everything. Here over the side, you do see a floor below you, one body making their way up.
Oh, man. Why me? Why me, man?
Coming around the corner, it's Suthri one more time, holding her knives. She somehow survived the fire, killing TJ, but there she is, staring, hatred in her eyes, burn scars, her hair mostly gone, her clothes incinerated. She still holds
I
her knife
raise
in
the
her
gun.
hand.
I refuse to have this conversation again. And I pull the trigger.
Go roll.
$13. Lucky number, that one.
So, at almost the same time as you both react, she screams out, throwing the knives once again that she seems to be holding on to desperately and collect. You turn to the side It goes past you and smashes into the wall behind you. But she's not as lucky. Pull the trigger once again. A short burst of fire comes from it. Loud noise ringing in your ears. Tinnitus, but so much worse. Someone who's never had uncovered ears around a gun before. But she goes down. The jerks once more. Pop, pop, pop. The red, an all too common sight today, spilling out from her. But they know you're here. They know you're in the stairwell. There's no way they didn't hear that.
Not moving.
Keep climbing. It looks as though we might actually hit our goal today. You've been doing wonderful work, everyone. And we look forward to this productivity as Harper Mills moves forward.
Yeah, I'll see this moving forward, all right.
I need 2 rolls. Maintaining your stamina, running, your breath, all the encounter so far. Stairs.
Okay, so how many rolls?
2.
2, okay. One on the first one.
Okay.
And 8 on the second.
Mm. Oh. You continue climbing, making it to the top. The adrenaline pumping, but muscles fatigued, feeling not used to this so much. Stairs. Can anybody get by like this?
Because they have to make it so tall.
But you can see it as you look out, hearing the footsteps piling on behind you. You find someone. Another person standing there. So they got lucky. Instead of a finger, they have 2 whole hands attached to the lanyard around their neck. They seem to have some sort of body armor and a shotgun in their hands. Stop right there. Where are you going?
What the fuck are you supposed to be, man?
What about you? The little
I ain't
box
the
in your
ones
hands.
with hands dangling off my tits, man.
Something had to be done. You only get one safe. These people, they gladly donated theirs to me.
Nice, bro. Proud of you. Can I just get past you?
No. You heard him.
Why not?
Closing in on the numbers. Why not add 1 more? I will need a roll as he pulls the shotgun and fires.
That's an 8.
You take the moment. You notice the Lee in his eye. Pulls it up. You are able to sort of back away. Untrained with a firearm, all of you. Why would you be? Does miss the burst of the cinder block wall. A bit hit by the shell that comes out. Oh, running away now. Here's steps coming down. I guess it'll just make it all that much more fun to kill you. This time,
Here we go
pushing
again.
papers, entering data, and today comes.
I pop around the corner and aim at the legs.
Okay, 2 rolls. Hit and to avoid.
All right, so that's a 5 on the first one.
Okay.
And a 15 on the second.
Mm-hmm. Running out of those
Narrowing
15s.
down.
So, you pop around, keeping low. Something in your mind tells you that that'd be a great idea. He's aiming low, but not this low. Catch him in the ankles. Puts him down. Hits his head on the stairs. Again, the loud bursts of fire coming out from both weapons. So loud in here. The ringing, you almost can't hear yourself think anymore. More of the wall scatters behind you. But he's downed, yelling, breathing hard. But not dead yet. It's closer now. The sounds climbing the stairs behind you.
I take the shotgun.
Okay.
And I give him a good kick in the face before I start walking back up the stairs.
Seems very distracted by the pain in his legs, unable to hold it together. The crunch as your loafer once again breaks. I don't know the name for the front part of the skull, but, you know, we'll just leave it there. I don't have that one offhand. Guess I gotta do my research. Feel it shatter underneath your heel. Step forward. Slightly hurried, but a little less so than before. Open the door onto the roof. As it is a large building.
Come on up, guys. Got catering arranged for you.
A large building with numerous helicopter pads up here, as that is how people travel about. Not sure who were in the penthouse offices just below you. 4 helipads up here. Gaze down upon the sides of the building, you see multiples at other levels where people are able to go on about their day without having to traverse the many, many, many stairs. Quadcopters still kind of focusing around the building. The timed laser blasts still shooting out from them. From here, that you see both stairwells that open up. They're coming through. So many of them. Ground dwellers making their way out.
Are the helicopters close enough to anything on the roof I could jump from?
Well, if you want to risk it, you actually try to get to the one. It would be 2 floors below you. It'd be quite a fall.
Ugh. Yeah, bad idea. What else is on the roof?
Set away from the helicopter landings, there are definitely a lot of HVAC that controls the entirety of the building. Some electrical up here as well. And that, it's mostly clear. Your usual sort of top of an office building.
I head to the electricals, see if there's any breakers or anything I can mess with.
Okay. You see one of them with the large. You rush over and turn around the side.
Breaker box.
Still locked with its padlock. Thank you so much for the follow. Follow, follow, follow. Padlock still upon it.
I take the butt of the submachine gun and try to smash the lock off.
You roll.
Two.
2.
There we go. Haven't hit that row yet.
Almost all of them are damaged. So you get it a nice square hit. The lock gives way. Nevertheless,
I can't believe that actually worked.
got it just right. Give it enough pressure. Pops on out. It opens up. See a lot of them. Breakers, fuses, wires running through here. Not entirely sure what most of it is or does, but
I just start turning everything off.
okay.
If I'm going to die, I'm at least going to shut that voice up.
Flip them all over. All around you, you hear fans whirring for the air conditioning. It was somewhat loud, now quiet. Footsteps.
Are all the lights on the roof out?
There don't appear to be any light shining down.
I'm going to see if I can find the darkest part of the roof and just huddle down there for now.
Okay, make a roll to stealth over.
Sleuth, don't fail me now. 11.
Yes. So, you track it in your mind, listening to the footsteps. Getting better at that. Going, creeping. The crunch of the gravel. Around all around. Quadcopters, they're getting closer. They seem to know that they're on the roof now. Coming up. Corner. Getting on to about the end of the day. Still rings out. We're approaching 77%. Get on to this end of the day. I am glad to see that everyone got on board and terminations have been made. Be doing much to reinstate that lockdown soon. But how many are left? Is it only one more needs to go? How could that be? So, get there. You're near the doors that come out from the stairs. In fact, underneath. Find them. Another person who seems to have made their way up here earlier. Waiting. Holding a letter opener of all things.
What
Once
the
patted.
fuck, man?
She's definitely jittery, scared. Stay back! I heard them.
I raised the shotgun,
No,
load the
there has to be
chamber.
another way. Someone else, not me. You hear the laser blast coming all around you, taking out the ground dwellers that are on the roof.
Hey,
You're gonna need to spend a lot
Look
fixing
at
this
me.
HVAC.
look at me. I'm the fucking CEO now. And I shoot him.
Make a roll. Still time for failure. I mean, maybe.
9.
Success on the word no. Oh, and we've done it. All 80%. Lockdown will be reinstated and we will be clearing out the ground dwellers. Please remain where you are. and do not kill anyone else. Thank you all for your productivity and have a wonderful day. You hear blast after blast surrounding you. Thank you ever so much.
Music to my ears.
Yes. The burning of bodies, the smell around you, the fire in the air, or the HVAC shutting down as electrical boxes are blasted and blasted by the lasers. But you seem safe where you are, hidden, tucked up under here. Eventually it all calms down. Things get dark, and a member of the security team comes by and finds you. Put down your weapons and come out. It's safe. You'll be escorted down to the helicopters and taken back to your apartments. We expect to see you back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow for your shift.
I throw the weapons on the ground and put my hands up and walk out.
Thank you for your cooperation. Company mandated therapy will be charged to your insurance.
Blow me.
I mean, that... Alright. And so, with that, 50% of our team seems to have survived. The days go back about to normal. However, the nightmares pile on a little more. Outside the ones that you had previously in your darkened history, stands now watching so many terrible things happen. But it does eventually just become a dull roar in the background as you go on about marketing and animal analytics, SEO, the wonderful days, the wonderful days. And with that, we will close. I hope you guys have enjoyed the evening.
It was fun.
Thank you for everyone who joined in for the ride.
Yes, thank you all so much for watching. And thank you too for joining me. I do have spots coming up in the other games, which again are more creature slasher based rather than the
You had me at creature slasher.
Nobody signed up for them, so you are welcome to come back and join me next Wednesday.
Maybe I'll be there.
As is anyone else who is interested. There are 6 open spots in both games.
I'll keep you posted.
Absolutely, and I look forward to. So, until then, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Those are wonderful things to do. If you're on Twitch, go ahead and drop that follow. I promise more wonderful TTRPG content coming in the future. And why not follow me on Twitter as well? Twitter.com/AndrewLyceum. Or, Ko-fi's right there. Hit me at Ko-fi.com/AndrewLyceum as well. AndrewLyceum. Until next time, the world is very lucky to have you, and so am I, and may the power protect you always.